Where there is a will, there's a way. People will always try to cheat casinos out of their money. They're almost always busted, but not before they make fortunes by cheating. Stick around as we count down the top 8 casino cheaters of all time, and make sure to stick around until the end of the video to find out how they cheated and how they especially got caught.
The 3 checks better, $15, so I saved $25.
And very quickly before we begin, be sure to subscribe to the channel to attract money into your life. And while you're at it, turn on notifications. We love having you around. Comment down below your experience with casino security. We'd love to know. Number 8. Tommy Glenn Carmichael. Coming in at number 8, we have Tommy Glenn Carmichael. Tommy's story started when his friend Ray Ming brought him a miniature slot machine and a top-bottom joint, which is a classic cheater's tool. On his first try, Tommy won a total of $35. That weekend, he cheated several casinos out of $10,000. For the next few years, Tommy would go on to cheat millions of dollars from Las Vegas casinos.
Cheating Vegas.
As technology advanced in the 80s, Tommy became limited to smaller casino joints, who still used the outdated slot machine he was used to, and he was eventually caught red-handed with a cheating tool in his coat. After a stint in prison, he set out to defeat the newer technology by inventing a tool called the monkey paw, which triggered jackpots. He also invented another genius tool called the light wand. Not only was he cheating casinos himself, but he sold his inventions to other cheaters. He'd won nearly $100,000 by the time he was caught once more. Upon his release this time, instead of conspiring to rob casinos, he teamed up with the Nevada Gaming Commission and invented his best invention to date, the Protector, which is still used to block cheating devices. Number 7. Richard Marcus. At number 7, we have Richard Marcus, a scammer who could cheat his way through nearly every gambling game and has never been punished for it. After losing $35,000 in gambling and becoming homeless for months, Marcus took a job as a dealer for blackjack and baccarat at the Four Queens Hotel and Casino. This way, he managed to learn all the secrets of the trade. For the next 2 decades, Marcus scammed more than $5 million from casinos. His scams included everything from false card shuffling as a dealer to illegal late betting, during which he'd hide a $5,000 casino chip under a stack of $5 chips. If he won the bet, he would reveal the $5,000 hide. If not, he never lost more than $5. If he got caught, he would act drunk and unaware that he was doing anything wrong. Although he was arrested, he was never convicted. Casinos all around blacklisted him. Marcus ended up being a casino protection consultant. He detailed his scams in his book, American Roulette: How I Turned the Odds Upside Down. Number 6. Ron Harris and Reed McNeil. Moving on to number 6, we have one of the most successful scam duos in the history of casinos, Ron Harris and Reed McNeil. Harris had a steady job at the Nevada Gaming Control Board, so not only did he have access to gambling machines, but he was also able to perfect a program that made it so if a player chose a certain sequence, they were guaranteed a win. From 1993 to 1995, Harris and his accomplice, along with trusted family members, scammed thousands from Las Vegas casinos.
A table game where 2 hands are dealt per round.
He would have his ex-wife and accomplices play the games for a little while, then use the sequence Harris invented. Other than slot machines, Harris also rigged the probability game Keno. But like all cheaters, everything came crashing down. It wasn't Harris's fault, it was Reed McNeil's. McNeil had just scored a life-changing $100,000 award. So used to winning big money, McNeil showed no reaction whatsoever, which triggered immediate suspicion. Gaming officials were contacted, and they found Harris's equipment. Both men were arrested, and Harris served a 2-year sentence. Number 5. Ida Summers. Coming in at number 5 is Ida Summers, also known as the Vegas Vixen. She's one of the most mysterious and successful casino cheaters to ever walk the casino floors. By the time she was busted, she was raking in over $100,000 a year. Nearly nothing is known of her life before becoming a scammer in the early 1960s. Summers was a pro of cheating at blackjack and poker. She used a technique known as hand mucking, during which she would hide a card from the play in her sleeve and only bring it back into play when it would most benefit her. The notoriously beautiful Summers used her charms to distract the dealer while she did this. Her technique evolved into bringing her own decks of pre-arranged cards guaranteed to win her thousands on a daily basis. She also consistently lost as to not cause suspicion and made it a point to make an Oscar-worthy scene about it. She trained 10 other cheaters in her tried-and-true methods and charged a percentage of their winnings. When casinos caught on to her, she was charged but never served any jail time. Casino urban legend has it that she used her beauty to manipulate the judge into letting her off easy. Number 4. Monique Laurent. Moving on to number 4, we have another femme fatale who used her unusual beauty and flirtation skills to get to dupe casinos out of millions. We're talking about the French Monique Laurent, who was dubbed as the Beautiful Liar. Monique's brother worked as a croupier at the roulette wheel at the Casino Deauville on the coast of the French Atlantic. Wanting to tap into the wealth he was seeing on a daily basis, he recruited his genius and beautiful sister. Together, they discovered a miniature radio transmitter was capable of rigging the odds in their favor. They would put a tiny receiver in the roulette ball, and the radio transmitter would cause the roulette ball to land on one of 6 numbers. This sophisticated technology had a 90% success rate. Monique's husband acted as the player, while Monique stood by, with the transmitter hidden in a Marlboro cigarette box. In the first week, they won $1 million. Her breathtaking beauty was the plan's downfall. The casino's owner became enamored with her. The casino was already on high alert after noticing an unusually lucky player was winning millions at one table. Monique rebutted the owner's advances, and the owner, now angry and rejected, finally noticed the 3-person scam. Monique, her brother, and her husband were caught, but never served any jail time. They, however, were made to return their ill-gained fortune. Number 3. Louis Colavecchio. At number 3 on the list, we have Louis the Coin Colavecchio. He's one of the biggest gambling cheaters of all time, and he did it without losing a cent. Using the equipment he had in his jewelry store, Colavecchio replaced Caesar's Palace Hotel and Casino's coins. He returned to the casino's slot machines after perfecting his fake tokens. He would then play for hours on end, winning thousands of dollars. He was running the biggest counterfeiting scheme in New Jersey's history. In 1998, Colavecchio and his girlfriend were on their usual routine of cheating casinos out of thousands of dollars a night when they roused the casino's suspicion. See, Caesar had just taken their annual coin inventory, and they noticed an unusual surplus of coins. By the time Colavecchio and his girlfriend were caught, they had 750 pounds of counterfeit coins that could be used at all the casinos in the area of Atlantic City. Colavecchio was sentenced to 27 months in federal prison. Upon his release, he continued gambling and causing overall mischief all around. Number 2. Dennis Nick Rash. Number 2 on the list, Dennis Nick Rash was the mastermind behind the biggest theft in Las Vegas casino history. Before he turned his focus and locksmithing talents onto cheating casino systems, he robbed houses and cars for the Genesi crime family. He was eventually caught and served 10 years in prison. Upon his release, he dived back into the crime world, only this time, he wanted to profit off slot machines. He replicated a key that could be used to open the machine. With that key, along with magnets, he could trigger a jackpot in slot machines. This clever scheme went on for 8 years until his arrest. When he got out, he wanted to continue. Only this time, technology had changed in the 5 years he'd been imprisoned. He rose to the challenge and got together with Eugene Bulgarino, a Genesi family member. They bought 2 slot machines to analyze. He found out that a microchip was responsible for determining when a jackpot would be distributed. He recreated that microchip with the necessary coding to guarantee himself big wins. Nick Rash and Bulgarino assembled a team of 10 individuals who were supposed to play the slots and share the profits, as well as lookouts to alert them if something was wrong. The first night they operated, they made $3.7 million. Nick Rash's greed ruined everything in the end. He refused to share the majority of their profits, and one of his crew informed the police of the entire operation. Before we reach the final spot, make sure to subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell below. Number 1. Bill Brennan. Alright, at the top, we have one of the boldest people to ever steal from a casino, Bill Brennan. The thing is, Brennan didn't develop an intricate plan or invent complicated tools to steal from casinos. He just walked away with over $500,000 and was never seen again. Cheaters wished they could be him. Brennan had worked at the Stardust Casino for over 4 years. One night, specifically during Monday Night Football, he was supposed to count the money and deposit it. Instead, with a random assortment of cash and chips that were worth $500,000, he made a clean break for it. Bill Brennan was never heard from again. It's theorized that he might have been killed for the money, or he might just be cruising on a luxury yacht in the Caribbean. We may never know. That's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, check out another one of our videos to attract money into your life.